fellow citizens, we cannot escape history.
Thousands gathered even before the ceremony began to walk through these flags, each with a name of a hero and a fallen. People could purchase those flags to support the cause.
It's been overwhelming. Just the amount of the fact that people he didn't even know he's touched in some type of way, that is unreal to me.
Yeah. Ready? Get it. Get it.
A Christmas filled with pure joy. 5-year-old Micah Turnahan won his battle against cancer, and now he's more energetic than ever.
Are you busy?
Because we missed Christmas completely last year, we decided that we were going to go big for it this year.
Last year, Christmas was tough. Micah was diagnosed with stage 4 adrenal cancer, so he spent the holidays in the hospital.
We are so lucky. I mean, he was given a 10% chance, of survival, and here we are.
After months of surgeries and chemo treatments, Micah was declared cancer-free in August.
Snowboarder Janice Rittenberry says her family travels around the states every year from California, and this was their first time in Utah.
We're excited about all the snow, so we feel really lucky. It's April. We're expecting to be in our t-shirts and our snowboard pants, but we've got all of our gear.
In addition to more time on the slopes, Snow Basin will also be having their annual Easter brunch buffet this weekend. We'll have more information on that at abc4.com. In Little Cottonwood Canyon, Kayla Baggerly, ABC4 News.
Whew, they almost hit me, Daryl. They almost got me. But you know what? Everybody out here, they're having a good time. Right behind me, you can see this family lighting up fireworks after a long day of celebrating, of cooking, of fellowshipping. One thing I want to point out, we're just minutes, less than a minute away from where Brandon Weber was shot and killed. And tonight, the community, they say they're moving forward, and the only popping they want to hear tonight are fireworks. The grills were going, and families were outside Thursday, enjoying the 4th of July in Fraser.
We just out here having a blast, man.
Just weeks removed from violent unrest and the accidental shooting of 4-year-old Aiden Robinson, we went back through Fraser, where people like Everett Jenkins were looking to move on.
Sometimes things happen and nothing you can control about that, but like I said, it's just very good to have family and kids and, brothers and cousins and daughters and granddaughters and nieces out here, just to have a blast.
Photographer Chris and I drove all through the neighborhood.
Here we go. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's tender, too. What's in here?
It was a rare opportunity for students to get a chance to use this cutting-edge technology of augmented reality, something that not every student gets a chance to touch, but these skills that they learn for this project will help them beyond the classroom.
I wanted him to be able to see the power and grow up in the power of seeing people united, both white, black, Asian, whatever race.
And there you go. Now you see some of the signs for George Floyd. Another sign here for George Floyd. So this is what we're seeing as we continue to walk with the crowd. Each day they've been talking about how they want justice, not for these individuals, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, but for people here in Memphis. So Merle, again, the message is still strong. They're still talking about unity, but again, unity here in our city, here in Memphis, Tennessee. Merle, Daryl.
Memphis!
We ready!
A little louder!
We ready!
A little louder!
We ready!
What?
For a change! We ready!
So I feel like y'all could hear that. That was a chant we started hearing last night, the "We Ready for a Change." And they said that right over by the bridge, and that was something that for like 5 minutes, very powerful. And you can hear them now even finishing up with some more chants. So we'll be back in another 15 minutes checking in with this crowd as they continue walking back to the I Am a Man statue. Live in downtown, Kirsten Garris, Fox 13 News.
I'm returning to my wife and daughter saying, your lives are about to change for the worse considerably. I never dreamed it would be for a year.
Just one phone call changed Dr. Steve Threlkeld's life forever. That call in early March 2020 from Baptist Hospital announced the arrival of the coronavirus in Memphis.
Hang in there. Good to see you.
From that moment on, he began working overtime, sometimes 18 hours a day, often arriving at the hospital at 7 a.m. and not leaving until 1 the next morning.
You just had to go as long as you could go and then go sleep and come back. And so there wasn't a lot of time for recreation or even sometimes to catch your thoughts.
No time to reflect or even decompress, constantly thinking about COVID-19. He's an infectious disease specialist, so he spends countless hours researching and answering questions. A tough task, especially at the beginning of the pandemic when information was limited.
You know, you have to answer questions for which there may be no clear answer. And so it really comes down to judgment. And when you're making judgment that affects the lives of other people.
But through it all, despite these obstacles, Dr. Threlkeld wakes up with a positive attitude. He makes every moment count, whether it's feeding his dog or answering a quick question about COVID from a family member or friend.
I'm as I describe myself, a pathological optimist. So I think every day is going to be a great day. A lot of times it doesn't work out like that.
Daily. The number leaving and the number coming in are off now. So there's more coming in than there are going out.
Matthew Robinson is the COVID-19 patient care coordinator. It's a role he volunteered for when the pandemic started last March. Now he knows just about everything about every patient on this floor.
We're almost at the point where this is the maximum amount of oxygen that we can give before placing somebody on a ventilator.
This area of the hospital was initially dedicated to specialized services, but once cases started coming here, they decided to turn this into the full COVID-19 wing, many of these patients here needing those critical ICU services. ICU services that are available in all 48 rooms, a valuable setup whenever things take a turn for the worst.
Having the capability for every room in this unit to be ICU gives us that flexibility that if we do need to intubate somebody, if we do need to escalate care, place them on a ventilator, place lines, do dialysis, we can in every room.